Why aren't you standing in front of the White House with a USA flag and telling the orange dictator to go to hell? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, I'm not really sure how it works in Germany since you said that's where you're from, but we can't just stroll up in front of the White House. Let me show you. This is as close as the public is able to get to the White House. Even if I were to yell at the top of my lungs to go to hell, nobody would hear me over there. Not to mention, it would take me almost an entire day to get to Washington, D.C., about as far away as you are from Ukraine. Why aren't you there helping out? And also, I don't know if you've actually been to America, but there are a lot of factors keeping a lot of us, from going all the way out to Washington, D.C. Travel, even within the United States, is very, very expensive. And if you work, your job's not going to just let you off to drive 24 hours to go scream at the president. Also, unlike a lot of the countries in the European Union, America does not have people getting a month of paid time off. If you're lucky, you have a week or two of paid time off. And a lot of times, it's not even your full pay. So understandably, very few of us are going to want to use our very few paid time off days to drive all the way across country just to try and yell at somebody who's probably not going to hear us anyway. And even if he somehow was able to hear me yell at him, he's not going to give a shit. So I will have given up my time, my money, my energy to go do something that's not going to make any difference whatsoever. But you know what? I can do a lot more good from right here than I can all the way over there. What I can do that is going to be more effective than me driving all the way to Washington, D.C. is to contact my representatives, which I do daily. Actually, this is something that just about every American should be doing right now, just to let our representatives know how we feel about things. On top of that, I have helped out in campaigns for people who are running for office in my area. And on here, I make political content that is educational so that people actually understand what they're talking about whenever they are talking to somebody who does not understand what they're talking about. Much like the video that you left your comment on, I was making a video about why we are responsible for taking care of Ukraine. There are a lot of people in this country who don't understand what the Budapest Memorandum is, and if they do, then they can talk to their MAGA family members and try and help them understand why we are sending our resources over there to help out Ukraine. So to me, it makes way more sense for me to do it this way rather than to drive all the way across country to hold up a sign to say, "Orange man, you bad, I don't like you." Now, if somebody wants to spend their time doing that, great. I'm not going to tell them how they should protest, but it makes absolutely no sense for me to do it that way. We have a lot of problems in this country right now, and as long as we are all doing our part to work towards some sort of solution, I'm not going to tell anybody that they're doing it wrong.